Alright, welcome to MarshMelon.com. A little excited today because I was sent the rig by Plantronics. This is a headphone set that is also a mixer, so I'll be able to mix in phone calls with gaming and all kinds of good things. I'm very excited due to the fact that to record video right now, and a lot of people have asked, I use a several channel mixer, capture board obviously, and I have to run a bunch of cables to get everything mixed down to the one input that is the capture. I don't do any editing after the fact. I don't move my voice around the tape. I don't lay in audio afterwards after I've played, because it takes time. So without further ado, we'll check this thing out and see. I'm gonna go over the build quality here, and then I'm actually going to use this headset and microphone to see if I can configure it in another video to actually take the place of what's being done now. I have a very expensive condenser microphone that I'm using to do the audio in real time right now. Let me just kill this fan. Okay, so yeah, I use a condenser microphone, big diaphragm, sounds pretty cool, and I'm hoping that the microphone on this headset can take its place. I don't expect it to. There's a lot of technology that goes into making a great sounding microphone, and I'm not so sure that it could potentially rival the one I'm using now. So let's see just what this thing looks like in the build quality. The package is definitely pretty cool. You know, it says designed in Santa Cruz, California. It's kind of like, I think, like Apple does and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. I've been to Santa Cruz. It's awesome. Package is definitely pretty neat. This is the retail packaging. I'm pretty psyched to be able to own this regardless of whether or not I use it for this channel. We got some specifications here and stuff like that. You know, you can go online and look up the specific specifications on this. I just want to get in here and get my hands on. I haven't actually touched these or pulled these out of the plastic yet, so like everything else around here, it's done in real time, so bear with me if anything pops up. So we got these headphones. They're kind of jammed in here. Try to be very careful pulling these out. I know I've been slammed in the past for being a little rough with electronics and packaging, but this is definitely a pretty nice packaging. I think one of the last live videos I did was for the Ouya, the crowd-funded Android console that hooks up to your TV. So here we go. We got this. This is just a pair of headphones. Now immediately get a little excited and start thinking that these are cordless, and I don't think that's the case. So nonetheless, they feel pretty good. The padding is pretty solid. The ears are pretty good. I'll comment more about how these feel over a period of time. Honestly, right now, I think to monitor my talking, I'm using like a set of $3 Colbys. I think came from a pharmacy. So Kobe. So yeah, they're nothing special. I'm not listening to this with Dre beats. So these would be a major upgrade, even if I just use them as my monitoring headset. I do know they don't have surround sound, so that's not what I'm going to be needing them for anyway. So very cool. Like I said, the build quality seems to be right on. Looks like a pretty cool inner ear material in here, so have to check out that as it feels later. So what else do we have here? I think the last two pieces are this mixer and boom mic. So obviously the operation of this stuff will come into play when I review the next game, and that should be within the next 48 hours at least. So I'm really not trying to destroy this packaging. I tend to save everything. I'm not exactly sure how this packaging comes undone. It looks like there's some tape here. Trying again, like I said, not to destroy the packaging. Looks like there's some tape in this corner too. And we got some materials in here. So it looks like we got some cabling. cards that got a little stuck to the tape on the edge here. This is the Plantronics Safety Manual and Declaration of Conformity. We Plantronics, with the address, says declare under our sole responsibility rig complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules. Okay, so that's pretty good. Maybe the FCC requires that you put that in now. I've honestly never bought an expensive enough pair of headphones that they would care about that. So it looks like the back side of this has some artwork. See if you can see that in there. Trying not to. I am really just throwing this camera position into play here. I get some videos to capture, and I do not, have time to spontaneously set up a whole studio to do this. So, got one more sheet over here, just ripped. We got this sheet here. So, this is Plantronics Limited Warranty and Arbitration Agreement. Always important to have an arbitration agreement handy when you buy your headphones. And now for the special piece here. Although this looks pretty special in here. I don't know. I'm pretty good with cabling and all kinds of stuff here. We got some funky connections in there. I guess I'm going to have to look at the manual to see exactly how those are used. Okay, now for the mixing part. So I'm going to pop this thing out of its cocoon. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep this stuff in frame here and keep the automatic lighting working for me and not against me. So, get this light out of here. Sorry about that noise. Okay, so the boom mic. Here is the boom mic, and it looks pretty cool because it snaps into the bottom of the rig. Honestly, I don't know if that's what you're supposed to call it. So it pops in right there and pops out fairly easy. Looks like a standard mini phono connection in there. So it just pops right in. You can do some online gaming, yelling at the people that are losing your battle with you. And then somebody calls, you mix in a chat session or whatever. And then you're done gaming, go outside, throw these things on because they probably sound so awesome. Who knows? We'll see. And you'll use these as your standard headphones. And these things rotate outward, so I'm thinking that these are those ones I've seen on TV that you might be able to turn them into kind of like a boombox, which I am going to be the big man on campus with hanging out with one of these things with my daughters, because they saw that on TV and were telling me how great it seemed and stuff like that. So, okay, so we got some connections here. Got some. I read on the box there was the contents said there was some Xbox connections and all kinds of good things. So let's check it out. Let's see if we can see what the connections look like here. So I'll try to rotate this right into place. Yep, you got some complicated connections there for your phone. Oh, well, it actually looks pretty easy. How about that? Alright, so that's not too bad. So I got that. Teaches you how to use the inline microphone. This thing's definitely going to be pretty cool to mess with. I've never owned anything like it. I think the retail price on this is like 150 bucks or something, which is definitely a decent price point for what you get. Get my big ugly thumb out of that picture there. And let's see what else we got here. The PS3 hookup, so it kind of tells you exactly how to hook it up to everything. So you don't need to be a loser. And we'll hook it up in the next video and see how it sounds. And then you can go back to this video and say, wow, he sounded awesome on this video. The Plantronics didn't sound so good. Or you'll hear in the Plantronics video and you'll say, oh, this is great. I can't believe it sounds as good as a $300 condenser mic. So, nonetheless, that's the rig. That's the unboxing. That is the review, or my review, of the build quality and components that make up the rig. And we're going to see just exactly what this thing's all about. So, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget, it's some orc game from Xbox Live Arcade that I will be getting. And that's something to do with flatulence too, so you don't want to miss that. So join me in that one. I will have this successfully hooked up in some way, shape, or form, and we'll find out exactly how it sounds, how well I can mix in my audio from the game. Well, maybe if I can turn this and turn up and down the audio from the game, that'll totally kick butt. And I can't wait to try it out. So join me there, and I will see you then. Thank you very much. MarshMelon out. Don't forget to subscribe.